Welcome back. Today we are going to explore one of the most talked about devices in the gaming world right now, the ASUS ROG Ally 2. This is not just another handheld console. It's being described as one of the most powerful portable gaming machines of 2025. And in this video, we are going to break down everything you need to know about it. From performance upgrades, to design changes, to the future of handheld gaming, this is a story worth diving into. The evolution of handheld gaming. Gaming on the go has changed a lot in the past 2 decades. If you look back, handhelds were once simple. They gave us pixel-based adventures and small-scale fun. But they weren't competing with consoles or PCs. They were just a side option. Fast forward to today, and the story is very different. Handheld gaming devices now aim to deliver desktop-level performance in a portable form. You can carry them around, yet they run games that once needed heavy hardware. This shift is huge. And it explains why devices like the ROG Ally 2 are getting so much attention. ASUS already made a mark with the first ROG Ally. It wasn't perfect, but it proved that a Windows-based handheld could attract serious gamers. It showed that portable gaming doesn't need to be limited to small titles. You could actually install and run big AAA PC games, wherever you were. Now, the ROG Ally 2 is expected to take that vision much further. Learning from the first generation. The first ROG Ally came with promise, but it also had problems. The battery life wasn't great. The ergonomics weren't ideal for long sessions. And the user interface often felt awkward on a small screen. These flaws didn't make the device fail, it still gained popularity, but they showed ASUS what needed to change. The company is known for learning quickly from its early designs. That's why so many people are excited for the ROG Ally 2. Because this time, expectations are much higher. The upgrade is not just about adding small tweaks. Insiders say this is a complete redesign. A big leap forward. 2 models, 2 audiences. One of the most consistent complaints about the first ROG Ally was its ergonomics. It looked sleek, but holding it for hours wasn't always comfortable. The grips were flat. The edges weren't shaped for long play sessions. The new model is expected to fix this. Reports suggest thicker grips and a more controller-like feel. This matters more than it may sound. Handhelds are used for long stretches of time. If the design isn't comfortable, the best specs in the world won't matter. The display will likely stay around 7 inches, with a 120 Hz refresh rate and full HD resolution. This was already a strong point in the first model. Fast refresh rates KE games feel smooth and responsive, and Full HD is a good balance between sharpness and performance in a portable device. Smarter power management. Battery life has always been the Achilles heel of portable gaming PCs. The first ROG Ally struggled in this area. Even with a decent battery, powerful hardware drained it quickly. This time, ASUS is rumored to be using advanced power management. The system could adjust performance in real time, giving players longer sessions without sacrificing quality. This is crucial because handhelds need to balance power with portability. One rumor that excites a lot of people is the possibility of fast charging. The black model of the ROG Ally 2 might support charging up to 80% in just half an hour. For gamers who travel, or people who don't want to wait hours for a recharge, this would be a huge win. 2 distinct versions, white and black models. ASUS is expected to release 2 color-based versions of the ROG Ally 2, white and black. But this isn't just about looks. Each model may represent different hardware tiers. The white model could be the entry-level version. It would feature the Z2 Go chip, less RAM, and smaller storage. It's designed to be affordable, but still powerful. The ROG Ally 2 isn't just another console. It represents the next stage of portable gaming. With powerful chips, smarter design, and improved software, it may finally deliver the experience that gamers have been waiting for. Handhelds are no longer just side devices. They are becoming serious alternatives to laptops and even desktops for gaming. The Ally 2 proves that portability doesn't need to mean compromise. And if ASUS manages to bring all of these rumored features this could easily be one of the best handheld gaming devices we've ever seen. Welcome back. In the first part of this deep dive, we explored the design, specs, and upgrades of the ASUS ROG Ally 2. But to really understand why this device matters, we need to step back. We need to look at the bigger picture. Because the ROG Ally 2 is not just about one product. It's about the future of handheld gaming, the competition it faces, and what it means for the industry as a whole. The rising popularity of handheld PCs. For years, handheld gaming was dominated by consoles like Nintendo's Game Boy, DS, and later, the Switch. These were designed to be simple, fun, and portable. But they weren't competing with full PC or console experiences. That changed in the last few years. Devices like the Steam Deck proved that there was a market for portable PCs. Gamers wanted the freedom to take their libraries anywhere. They wanted full games, not just mobile versions. And they were willing to carry slightly larger devices to get that experience. The Steam Deck showed what was possible. The ROG Ally proved that competition was coming. And now, the Ally 2 is here to push the boundaries even further. Competing with the Steam Deck and beyond. No discussion about handheld gaming is complete without mentioning the Steam Deck. Valve's device built huge momentum. It wasn't the most powerful, but it had one big advantage: integration with Steam. Gamers didn't have to think. They just logged in and played. ASUS is taking a different path. The ROG Ally 2 runs Windows, which means flexibility. You can install almost any game launcher. Steam, Epic, Xbox Game Pass, Battle.net, even emulators. The trade-off is that Windows was never designed for handhelds. That's why ASUS has been working on better software overlays like Armory Crate. So, the real battle here is not just about hardware. It's about experience. Steam Deck gives you a streamlined, easy-to-use system. ROG Ally 2 offers power and freedom, but needs better software to tie it all together. If ASUS succeeds, it can challenge Valve directly. And this is important. Competition drives innovation. Without it, handheld gaming would not be advancing so fast. The Nintendo factor. Of course, we can't forget Nintendo. The Switch remains one of the most successful consoles of all time. But Nintendo plays a different game. Their strength is exclusive titles: Zelda, Mario, Pokémon. These don't exist anywhere else. The ROG Ally 2 cannot compete with that. What it offers instead is performance and versatility. While the Switch prioritizes accessibility, the Ally 2 goes after gamers who want PC-level experiences on the go. It's worth noting, though, that rumors of a Nintendo Switch 2 are also strong. If Nintendo delivers better hardware while keeping its iconic franchises, the handheld market will become even more competitive. That makes the timing of the ROG Ally 2 launch even more critical. Why hardware alone isn't enough? Let's talk about something important. Hardware is impressive. Specs sound exciting. But hardware alone doesn't decide success. What matters is the full ecosystem. Think about it. A handheld with powerful chips is great. But if the user interface is clunky, or if the battery drains too fast, players won't enjoy the experience. This is where ASUS needs to focus. That's why software improvements, cooling solutions, charging speed, and ergonomics matter just as much as performance. It's also why accessories like docks or eGPU support could make the Ally 2 stand out. Because in 2025, people don't just want a handheld. They want a system. Something that adapts to their lifestyle, whether that's playing on the bus, at home, or connected to a monitor. Handhelds as a lifestyle device. Here's the bigger idea: handhelds are no longer just for gaming. They are becoming lifestyle devices. Think about what a Windows-based handheld can do. It's not just running games. It can also stream movies, browse the web, or even handle light work tasks. Add a dock and suddenly it becomes a mini PC. This flexibility is what makes devices like the ROG Ally 2 so interesting. It's not just about playing games in bed. It's about carrying a portable computer that can adapt to multiple needs. And that's why the Ally 2 has a chance to be more than just a gaming console. It could be a gateway to an entire category of hybrid devices. The challenge of battery life. Let's be honest. Battery life is still the hardest challenge for handheld PCs. High performance eats up power. Players want hours of playtime, but also want cutting-edge graphics. Balancing the two is not easy. The ROG Ally 2 is rumored to feature much smarter power management. If that's true, it could make a big difference. But the reality is, we are still waiting for a real breakthrough in battery technology. Until then, companies will rely on software tricks, efficiency improvements, and fast charging. The question is, will players accept shorter play sessions in exchange for full PC performance? Or will they demand longer endurance, even if it means less power? The answer to this question will shape the future of handheld gaming. Cooling and comfort as silent winners. We already talked about cooling earlier, but let's stress how important it is. Performance means nothing if a device overheats. Nobody wants a handheld that feels like it's burning their hands after 20 minutes. This is why cooling design could be the silent winner for the Ally 2. If ASUS delivers a quiet, efficient cooling system that keeps temperatures low without making the device bulky, it will stand out. Comfort is not flashy, but it's what makes players keep coming back. The price equation. Another critical factor is price. At $599 for the entry version, and up to $899 or more for the premium model, the ROG Ally 2 is not cheap. The Steam Deck starts lower. Nintendo's Switch is much cheaper. This means ASUS is targeting a specific audience, gamers who want power and flexibility, and are willing to pay for it. But here's the thing. Price doesn't always scare people away if the value is clear. If the Ally 2 delivers a premium experience, smooth performance, great design, useful features, people will pay. It's not just about competing with the Steam Deck. It's about convincing players that the Ally 2 is worth the investment. The bigger trend, portable everything. The rise of devices like the Ally 2 is part of a larger trend in technology. People want portability. They want powerful devices that fit into smaller spaces. Laptops replaced desktops for many people. Phones replaced cameras and music players. Now handheld gaming PCs are challenging traditional consoles. It's all about flexibility. People want to game on their terms, on the couch, in bed, on a flight, or during a commute. Technology is finally catching up to that demand. The ROG Ally 2 is one example of how companies are responding. Future of the market. Where does this go from here? In the next 5 years, we may see even more powerful handhelds. We may see modular systems where players swap components. We may see cloud gaming blend with local hardware, giving infinite libraries on the go. The Ally 2 is not the final step. It's just one milestone in a fast-moving industry. But milestones matter. Because they shape expectations. They raise the bar for everyone else. ASUS's role in gaming. Let's not forget, ASUS is not new to gaming. The Republic of Gamers brand has been building gaming laptops, desktops, and accessories for years. They know how to design for performance. The challenge here is different. It's about shrinking that power into a handheld without losing the ROG identity. The first Ally proved they could enter the market. The Ally 2 will show whether they can lead it. And if ASUS succeeds, we could see more ROG devices in the future that push the limits even further.